This is a story fresh from the not-so-distant past. And although I've tried sharing it, no one seems willing to believe me. Have you ever engaged in one-on-one chat rooms? Until recently, it was almost a daily ritual for me. That changed after meeting her, somewhere between the end of October and the beginning of November last year. Up until then, I'd been surfing, open chat rooms, flirting online and indulging in one-on-one chats, satisfying my desires. I imagined she was in the same boat. But that day took an unexpected turn towards sharing and advising on personal troubles. Contemplating if such days weren't so bad after all. The issues were commonplace: arguments with a boyfriend, concerns about the future. Truthfully, I had hopes the conversation would steer towards more adult themes after playing the good listener. However, her casual mention of needing sleep shattered those plans, leaving me frustrated and wondering if that was it. Was I really that upset over a missed opportunity? In my moment of irritation, her message arrived: "Thank you for today. Would you like to chat here again tomorrow?" To my surprise, our interaction hadn't followed the usual pattern of fizzling out with no plans to reconnect. Could it be she's taken a liking to me? The mere thought filled me with an inexplicable joy, especially considering I was single and quite lonely at the time. She revealed living in the neighboring prefecture, hinting at a possibility I hadn't dared to hope for, so I accepted her proposal eagerly. We decided on a special code word for the next day, a precaution she suggested due to a past incident of deception in an anonymous chat, ensuring we'd recognize each other. The next day, as promised, she was there, and conversations flowed without any ulterior motives. So much so that my earlier intentions felt irrelevant compared with the joy of having someone special. Fortunately, her relationship was on the rocks, paving the way for our bond to deepen with each shared secret and meeting. Interestingly, the closer we became, the less I desired to venture into more explicit conversations, fearing I'd jeopardize our connection. We exchanged stories from our days, emails filled with joy, until suddenly, she vanished. No replies, no appearances in our chatroom, leaving me to wonder, was it something I did? An abrupt email broke my hiatus: "It's been a while. Meet me at our usual spot today at 12? Surprised and relieved, I awaited her arrival that night. She explained her recent silence with a breakup, presenting an unforeseen opportunity. As conversations progressed, she proposed we meet in person, an offer I couldn't refuse. Questions about logistics led to revealing her solitude at home, a detail that intrigued yet bewildered me. Despite my knowledge of her address, it was our unspoken trust that guided me to her home after finalizing our plans. On the arranged day, I navigated my way to her house, encountering her mother instead of her. A conversation ensued, leading me to a shocking discovery through a photograph, her memorial portrait. She had passed away, long before our supposed chats. Her mother informed me of her tragic demise due to a traffic accident, explaining the absence I couldn't fathom until now. Overwhelmed with grief, I left in haste, only to later find emails from her dated during my visit, details only someone observing could have known. After several unnerving messages, I changed my contact information, a decision driven by fear despite the incurred costs. The correspondence ceased, but the eerie feeling lingers every time I check my inbox, haunted by the thought of what lurks yet to be discovered.
In the end, as the conversation progresses, falling into a dangerous love. The online world is convenient, but sometimes it prepares surprises that seem not of this world. Everyone, be careful, as you might fall in love with a ghost without even realizing it. But then again, you might not argue if your partner is a ghost.